Hi, it's Dr. Kimarie. I want to talk about how being inspired makes us more effective. And my whole goal here in having these conversations is to inspire. But it is hard to inspire others without being inspired yourself. And being inspired yourself is so powerful for shifting your energy, and we know what it feels like when something touches us in our soul or brings us to tears. And you know, that's why many people watch art, like go to the theater or go see great musicians, and just in so many ways people have brilliance that they tap into. This morning I was listening to songs. What I do in the morning is I listen to songs that inspire me, that bring that joy and touch my soul. So they're all over the place. Maybe a Broadway song, it might be an inspirational, faithful song. But this morning, as I was playing through some of them, I was like, oh, and what came to me was "We Are the World." And if you've ever listened to the song, obviously it brings you to tears. It reminds me also of Star Spangled Banner. That always, every time I hear it, it brings me to tears. But specifically, if you watch the video of "We Are the World," and you watch each of the people, and I had watched the documentary on when that was made and how much it took to get all those people in the room and how they were up all night basically recording that after one of the celebrity shows. But anyway, watching each artist sing maybe a word or two, but what they're doing is they're giving their best, like really tapping into their bones for that few words that they get to contribute to this song. So every artist just brings you to tears, hearing them differentiating between this artist and that artist. It just brings me to tears because there's so much inspiration in that song. Being inspired is so important for being effective in life, because what it does is it reminds us who we are, and that we are brilliant, and we bring brilliance, and we have purpose. And so no matter what we're doing, whether it's in our relationships, it's in our career, it's so important in order to be inspiring. And many people don't think that they need to be inspiring. You know, but they're not up here doing a video like I am. So why, Kimarie, why are you even talking about this? I don't need this in my life. But being inspiring for our children, being inspiring for our family, being inspiring for our, for the work that we do and how we do it. It's only going to lift the opportunity to be more magnetic. And when I say be more magnetic, I mean allow good to come to you. Allow brilliance to come to you, because as you tap into that energy, it's a different frequency. It's like, again, I always say, tapping into a radio station. You're tapping into a high vibration. Your soul is stirred, your heart is open, your soul is open, and you're just going to continue to attract things with a lot more grace and ease. So one of the things that I had read when I was doing a speech years ago was that the word inspiration comes from the root word inspiratu, which one of the definitions was to be divinely breathed into. So when we get an inkling, when we get that inspiration, it's really knowing where it's coming from and that it's yours. If you're being divinely inspired, it's because it's yours to do. But it is a little harder to hear that inspiration or to hear that little divine voice when we're scattered, when we're focused on too many things, when we're not really taking the time to listen to that still small voice that is always speaking to us and letting us know that next right thing. Like, we each have that inner guidance, that inner GPS within us that's showing us the next right thing. Like when I talked about my story the other day about me moving back, it was because I was divinely guided. And because I was divinely guided, as I get brought to it, I get brought through it. It's not going to be a cakewalk. the whole thing is not going to, but it will be with grace and ease as I continue to plug in and trust that I'm only going to get the next right thing. So just like a GPS, we don't go, okay, well, tell me every direction. I'm going to California. I need to know every direction right now. No, you just trust it, and you plug in and you listen to the voice on the phone, and it says make the left turn in 500 feet, and then you make that left turn and you do it with faith, and then you listen again and it'll tell you the next direction. And that's how our guidance works. And also inspiration. That's how inspiration works. But how do we cultivate it so that we can get more of it? How do we build this antenna? How do we get that antenna facing up and working at a frequency where we can hear it loud and clear, and not hear all the scattered, like I say, the town idiots come, just giving us all the fears and all the worries and all the things we have to do? How do we get that voice louder? You have to do things to cultivate that. So I make sure that I start my day shutting those town idiots up. I talked about that the other day, just really catching my thoughts and flooding it with positive thoughts. And then I flood it with things. As I'm getting ready, I'm flooding myself with things that inspire me, songs that inspire me, that easy things to sing, easy things to hear. You get to decide, because otherwise, if you're listening to a lot of things that are disempowering or just not the vibration you want to attract from, and you may not even think about it. You're watching a lot of action movies or and I'm not telling you what to do or not to do. I'm just noticing, what really lifts me and what either keeps me the same or keeps me down with everybody else complaining. And that's not really where I want to be. I choose not to do that. I choose to start my day off the best way possible. And I like to be inspired, and I like to be inspiring, because I do feel like I have passion inside of me, and I feel like I have tools that other people need, that other people may want, that other people might learn from, that is why I do these videos in this way. These videos, just so you know, this is number 251 of the videos where I don't practice, I don't think about what I'm going to say ahead of time. I literally get out of meditation, and whatever comes to me, I speak about. So obviously they're not polished. Obviously, I trip over my words sometimes, but it's a stream of inspiration that I've gotten and I'm sharing, and hopefully it touches your heart in some way. Hopefully that right person hears the right thing, and maybe it changes their day, maybe it changes their direction, and maybe it's a catalyst to change what goes on in their future. That's why I do this. So stay inspired. Figure a way what inspires you, because we all have brilliance. What I love, what inspires me, is watching someone else and their brilliance. That's why I am an executive coach. That's why I work with people to teach them how to tap into their brilliance. That's why I do what I do. That's why I want to get out and speak even more, because everybody has brilliance. Everybody has it. Everybody has purpose. Even no matter what job you're doing, it's not about your job. It's about being purposeful in whatever you do. So I hope I inspired you. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you. Oh, check out my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I changed it over from Kimarie Machinga, which has the 250 videos, to Dr. Kimarie, all one word. Check it out. Please subscribe. Love you lots. Bye-bye.